every other street. If it's not power lines and trees, it's literally floods.
Hurricane Milton leaving overwhelming destruction in Florida. The storm responsible for more than a dozen deaths and millions are still without power tonight.
The cleanup and recovery efforts are, of course, just beginning. Many evacuees yet to return home. You are watching 8 News Now at 11. I'm Brian Loftus.
And I'm Sasha Loftus. I spoke with one woman who flew into Las Vegas from Florida today after that Category 3 hurricane hit. She's been through several storms like this and says it never gets easier.
It's definitely scary.
As the cleanup from Hurricane Milton begins, people in Florida just starting to process what many are calling a path of destruction.
We're surveying some of the damage that was done on the east coast of Florida, and then now in the process of assessing some of the damage throughout the state.
Yamile Gideon has made her way to Las Vegas from Florida, and she says of all the storms she's weathered, this one produced a bit more panic.
The way they projected that it would be a Category 5 potentially is always a little scary.
She tells us some of her friends and family had to leave their homes, but she's glad they're safe. With CBS News reporting 16 dead and more than 2.6 million without power as of Thursday night.
We'll do everything in our power to help you put pieces back together. We're providing the resources needed to rescue, recover, and rebuild.
But Gideon says starting that process is debilitating, especially if you don't know what to expect.
You're always worried about what you're going to be coming back to, whether or not your house is going to be underwater or the roof blown off.
An experience she calls difficult to describe and even harder to know firsthand. Now, Nevada Task Force 1 also deployed to Florida earlier this week to help with Milton recovery efforts. You'll remember a team also headed to the south to help those suffering after Hurricane Helene.